Hello guys, welcome to the channel Technical Knowledge with Engineers. In this video, we are going to see basic concept of mechanics. So let us start. The point which have to discuss are mechanics, force, basic definition, vectors, fundamental principles, moment of force and couple. So first we see the mechanics. Mechanics is the branch of physics concerned with the motion of physical objects, more especially the relationship among force, matter, and motion. Mechanics is the oldest physical science that deals with both stationary and moving bodies under the influence of force. The branch of mechanics which deals with the rest bodies is called statics, and the branch which deals with the bodies in motion is called as dynamics. Next we have to discuss force. So basically force is an action of one body on another. Force is a vector quantity. In dynamics, force is an action that tends to cause the acceleration of the object. SI unit of force is Newton, where 1 Newton is equivalent to kg meter square per second. Let us see one example. The person in the image trying to move the car, or in the other word we can say the person pulled the car to accelerate it. Types of force. Force can be broadly classified into external force and internal force. External force is divided into applied force and reactive force, while internal force is divided into stress and strain. It can be also divided into contact force and body force, or concentrated and distributed. Characteristics of force. In order to describe the force, we must have the following point, that is point of application, magnitude, direction, line of action of force, which are all present in the diagram. Now these are some basic definition. Particles, body with negligible dimension. Rigid body, body having the negligible deformation. Non-rigid body, the body which can be deformed. In this diagram, the first image showing the particle, second image is of rigid body which have the negligible deformation. Third image is of non-rigid body which can be deformed by the small action of force. Fourth one, vectors. There are three types of vectors: fixed vector, sliding vector, free vector. First, fixed vector. Its action is associated with a unique point of application described by magnitude, direction, and point of application. Sliding vector has unique line of action in space but not unique point of application. Describes magnitude, direction, and line of action. Free vector, its action is not confined or associated with a unique line of space. Describe magnitude and direction. The parallelogram law, it states that the resultant of two vector quantities represented in magnitude, direction, and sense by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, both of which are directed toward or away from their point of intersection, is the diagonal of the parallelogram through that point. This is the diagram which describes the law of parallelogram. Let us assume two persons pulling a load with forces F1 and F2 in two different directions from a fixed point as shown in the figure. Then these forces can be represented as the two sides of parallelogram. So by using the parallelogram law, the diagonal represents the sum of the two original force, that is F1 plus F2. Principle of transmissibility. It states that the state of rest or motion of the rigid body is unaltered if a force acting on the body is replaced by another force of the same magnitude and direction, but acting anywhere on the body along the line of action of the replaced force. The principle concerned about the external resultant effect on rigid body. The force described in the principle is considered as a sliding vector. Next is the Newton's law. Newton's first law. Newton's first law states that if a body is at rest or moving at constant speed in a straight line, it will remain at rest or keep moving in a straight line at constant speed unless it is acted upon a force. In this image, we see that initially football is at rest, and when player kick the football, it come in motion. So the law explains that unless we apply force, the body cannot come in motion. Next is Newton's second law. Newton's second law states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the force and takes place in the direction in which the force acts. So it can be given as force is equals to change of momentum with change of time. That is, force is equals to change in mass into velocity with time, and it is given by force is equals to mass into acceleration. In this image, the player hits the ball, that is, it gives acceleration. This explains the Newton's second law. Newton's third law. Newton's third law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. In this image, the boy's feet exert the force on the boat and the boat exerts the force on the feet. Hence, both the actions have equal and opposite reaction. Newton's law of gravitation. Every particle attracts every other particle in the universe with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. It is given by F is equals to G into m1 into n2 upon r square, where F is the force, G is the gravitational constant having value 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 meter cube per kg square second square. m1 is the mass of object 1, m2 is the mass of object 2, and r is the distance between the center of masses. Moment of force. Moment of force is a measure of its tendency to cause a body to rotate about a specific point of axis. From the image, we can say that the magnitude depends only on the F and D. Characteristics of movement. Movement is vector quantity having magnitude, direction, axis of rotation. The unit of moment is Newton meter. The moment arm is D as shown in the figure. Moment of force can be explained on the basis of right hand rule. Couple. Couple consists of two parallel forces that are equal in magnitude, opposite in sense, and do not share a line of action. Couple is a free vector. Couple have a tendency to rotate whole body. The resultant force of a couple is zero, but the resultant of an couple is not zero. It is pure movement. For example, the force that two hands apply to the turn a steering wheel are often a couple. Each hand grips the wheel at a point on opposite side of the shaft. When they apply a force that is equal in magnitude yet opposite in direction, the wheel rotates.